What's going on, my guys? We're back with another tier list video.
This is high speed chess. That's what you're watching.
I don't know when this one's gonna go up, but either way, we're going to be doing all-time greats. A lot of people I have a very interesting take on the all-time greats, how I view them, how I rank them. So you guys are gonna be taking a deep dive into my thought process. We're gonna be doing our 1 through 30. We're gonna throw some honorable mentions in here. A lot of this may come off as disrespectful, but at the end of the day, I just like to keep it real. We got a lot of names to look at and we need to narrow them down. Let's start with the first row. Guy like Aaron Pryor, just not top 30. Don't even need to sit about it. Don't even need to think about it. A lot of these guys are old. A lot of these guys, I don't know. They go Aguayo. I think Andre Ward. We're going to put some guys on the board and then we'll reorganize them at the end. I think Andre Ward makes my 11 through 15. I'm really high on SOG. Man. I like Beterbiev. We're going to throw Beterbiev on the board as well. We're going to throw him at the honorable mention just for now. Maybe he can move up. Maybe he'll come off. We'll see. A lot of guys in black and white. I don't know. Got to be honest. Is that a Turo Gotti? Okay. Margarito. Bernard Hopkins. If you know me, I'm really high on B-Hop. He had 40 plus world title fights. He fought into the age of 51. What is he? A 3-division champion, first ever undisputed in the 4-belt era. Man, Kelly Pavlik. He fought guys like your boy Jermaine Taylor, Sergey Kovalev, Oscar De La Hoya, Roy Jones, twice actually, Joe Calzaghe. Oh man, B-Hop is easily in my top 10. Easily. Enough of the glazing of Bernard Hopkins. Let's keep going. I got a lot of these guys. Are really hard for me to see. I'm looking down on this next row. I think Bivol. We're going to throw Bivol in the 26 through 30 range for now. I like him there. Like I said, maybe he can move up or out of the list over time or when we get to the end. But I like him there for now. Errol. Nah, he doesn't make it. Same with Wilder. Same with Haney. Benavidez. No, I think this is Winky, right? I don't think none of them make 30. Vander Holyfield. He's over Andre Ward. Not over B-Hop, but he's over Andre Ward in my opinion. He's 4-time heavyweight champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion, not the greatest, second greatest cruiserweight of all time. Alexander takes the cake on that one, but he has some great wins. Like I said, only 4-time heavyweight champion. So salute to the real deal. Floyd. A lot of people think I hate Floyd. I keep it real about Floyd. I like Floyd. Floyd's one of my favorite fighters, but I think Pacquiao's a bit greater. I don't think Pacquiao's better. I think Pacquiao is a bit greater. I like Floyd in my top 5. Let's just say that for now, in my top 5. Golovkin. We'll throw Golovkin on the board for now. I like Triple G a whole lot, but I gotta be real. His career could have been a bit better. I think we're down to Foreman now. There go. That's Estrada. Estrada definitely not. George Foreman. George Foreman should make the top 20. He should. Why is my PC lagging? Jesus. Foreman should make the 20. We're down to this row. Henry Armstrong. I didn't watch it. I can't speak on that era. If you guys want me to speak on that era, it's going to be really disrespectful. So I leave those guys alone. Guys like Jack Johnson, I leave them alone. I like Apatai. He ain't there yet. There's George Foreman again for some reason. James Toney. I think James Toney should make the 25. Maybe the 30-ish. We'll see. But I am going to put him on the board. We got Johnny Beck. Got Boots. Both Charlos. Bam. Calzaghe. Calzaghe's probably over Tony. Most super middleweight title defenses, second in title defenses all time in any weight class, undefeated. Yeah, Calzaghe had a great career. Maybe not over Tony. He's either maybe not over Tony. I don't know. Where are we at? They go Joe Louis. Like I said, I don't know enough about those eras, man. Not enough film for me to confidently rate these guys. Joe Frazier's a guy I'm not high on. Not a lot of eye-opening wins outside of Muhammad Ali. I know a lot about Frazier, just not high on his career. I don't think he makes the top 30. Julian Jackson he was fun. We'll throw Marquez in honorable mentions for now. We'll take Cesar Chavez and throw him probably behind Andre Ward for now. Just get him on the board. Where are we at? We're gonna take, that's Kell Brook, that Ken Norton. Larry Holmes makes the top 30. It'll probably be over Foreman. Let's put him right there. He might be behind Foreman actually. He was champ way longer than Foreman, so I'll give him the nod. Lennox Lewis, a guy I'm high on. He should make my top 10, probably over B-Hop. Where are we on this row? Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's my number 1. Spoiler. He's not going to be moving. That is the greatest fighter of all time. Not my favorite, but realistically, I can look at the guy and say he had a really impressive career. I like Manny Pacquiao at 1. Hagler. Okay, yeah, Hagler makes it. I'm not high on Hagler's career neither. Like, if we're talking objectively, I could do a whole video about Hagler's career and why I'm not high on it. Kazagi had a better super middleweight career than Hagler had a middleweight career. And Hagler only fought at middleweight. He never moved up to become a 2-division champion like Kazagi. Kazagi has more title defenses. He's beaten the better super middleweights. Hagler's beaten the better names like Duran and Hearns, even Mugabe, but none of those guys were great middleweights. Tommy Hearns got stopped twice at middleweight, both of those being like under 3 rounds. Roberto Duran was able to capture the title off Barkley, but he never defended that title. So I don't think Hagler ever beat any greats at 160, and he never moved up. Realistically, it's hard for me to even put Hagler over Kazagi. I'll give him the nod over Bivol out of respect, but even that's being quite generous after Bivol was taking down arguably 3 pound for pound fighters that were great at the weight. Miguel Cotto. We'll throw him in the honorable mentions for now. He probably won't make the cut, but he deserves the love, man. 4-division champ. He deserves some love here. And same with Iron Mike. I'm not high on Iron Mike's career, but he might make my 30. We'll actually throw him behind Bivol for now. Why not? Is that Donaire? I don't think that's Donaire. Donaire wouldn't make it, no way. Ali's a consensus top 5 behind Manny and Floyd in my opinion. Noah Inoue. We'll put him right here. We'll go back and revise all this stuff, so don't worry. There goes Donaire. Usyk. I'm really high on Usyk's career, man. I think Usyk does make the 5. I really think Usyk does make the 5, man. Pernell. No Pernell here for now. There goes Duran. Duran should make everybody's 10 basically. Still not too high on Duran's career. Really great lightweight campaign. He quit. The guy quit. He walked out of the ring. That's a big stain on his legacy in my opinion. That's just a no-no. You don't walk out the ring. Roy definitely makes somewhere in the top 30. I'll put him in front of Duran for now. Roy had one of the highest peaks of all time. Dismantled James Toney. I think that was what, 93. Toney was number 1 pound for pound. 94. Salvador Sanchez. We'll throw him in honorable mentions. Slightly overrated. He couldn't really see his potential through. That's why I don't understand why guys rate him so highly. Like top 10 or even a top 3 Hispanic boxer. It is insane to me. Canelo, I think, will be our next guy. Canelo, I'm really high on one of my favorite fighters. I have Canelo in my top 10. Got my phone about to fall. Our next name, Sonny Liston. Yeah. I think Leonard would be our next name. Leonard's a top 5 guy as well. Who do we have next? Next up will be not Tim Bradley, probably Terrence Crawford. Sugar Ray Robinson. Not enough film. He has no welterweight film. His peak His quote unquote peak, his quote unquote prime, he has no film of. I just don't understand how guys could just consensusly put him as one. Tommy Hearns obviously makes it somewhere in the top 30. I don't know if this Vladimir Vitali. Loma doesn't make it. I think this is Vladimir. This is Winky Wright. Who was I talking about up there? Was that Chico? Might have been talking about Diego Corrales up there. I called him Winky Wright. It's probably talking about Chico. Yeah, that's Chico. Okay. I think this is Vladimir, actually. I think Vladimir makes it somewhere in the top 30. I think that's everybody I would even consider top 30. I don't think we're missing anybody. Like I said, the guys that I just don't know enough about, there's not enough film to go back and watch. I don't speak on it because I don't want to sound ignorant. I'm not saying they don't deserve to be top 30. I'm not saying they do. I don't speak on it. I think that's everybody. So let's see. We need to do 5. We need to do 5 per. We're just going to try to get this thing evened out. Okay, so we got an even 30. I think these are the 30 greatest boxers of all time. Let's get them straightened out now. Mike Tyson is not going to be number 30. Miguel Cotto is going to be our number 30. All right, I like Miguel Cotto here. That'll move James Toney up. So, Cotto, Tyson, Beterbiev will probably be the 3rd worst. We'll move Calzaghe up. Bivol. I have Hagler outside my 25. Well, no. I think Hagler's probably over Golovkin. I think Bivol's probably over Golovkin. I don't think Beterbiev's over Golovkin. I'll probably go Triple G over Beterbiev. Salvador Sanchez. I don't think Salvador Sanchez has had a better career than Bivol. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot Marquez is right here. Marquez maybe had a better career than Tyson. That's about it. Honestly, Golovkin might have had a better career than Sanchez, man. He was just so young. I don't know how many title fights he had off the top of my head, but probably not a lot. Golovkin had like 20 plus knockouts in title fights at middleweight. So I'll go Golovkin in my top 25. Now I think I have a Vladimir Klitschko's pretty high, but yeah, okay, that's fine. I got my 26 through 30. We got Miguel Cotto at 30, Mike Tyson at 29, Marquez at 28, Beterbiev at 27, Salvador Sanchez at 26. Now, our next row might already be in order. I actually like this right here. Maybe Vladimir Klitschko, longest reigning heavyweight champion ever. You got to put some respect on that. You have to put some sort of respect on that, whether you like it or not. Okay. I actually think these guys are in order. My 21 through 25. Golovkin 25, Bivol 24, Hagler 23, Calzaghe 22, and then James Toney 21. I like Vladimir Klitschko at 20. He could be lower. I like him at 20. He's the longest reigning ever. You got to put some respect on that. You got to. Hearns, 5-division champ, which is impressive. Not a lot of great wins. Not a lot, man. I got to be honest. I'll give him the nod over Pernell. I'll give Bud the nod over probably both of them, though. Bud's beating a pound-for-pound fighter at his best. And Errol Spence. Errol Spence was at his best at 147. Car crash or not, that was his best weight class. So, yeah, I like Bud over Tommy Hearns and Pernell, honestly. Then we have Naoya Inoue. Inoue and Bud, that's really a coin flip. They're both 4-division, both 2-time undisputed. Only thing about Inoue is that he stopped basically everybody. Basically everybody he stepped in the ring with, he stopped. He's lost very minimal rounds. He's absolutely dominated the opposition for a very long time now. I like Inoue slightly above Crawford. Now moving into our top 15. I think Holmes is over Foreman. I think Chavez is over both of them. I'm not mad at Chavez being over both of them. I don't think Andre Ward is over Chavez, though. I don't think Andre Ward is over Chavez. Andre Ward did beat guys like Chad Dawson, Mikhail Kessler. I think he beat Froch, Kovalev twice, stopped Kovalev. Two-time world champion. It is close. I'm going to go Chavez over Ward. Holyfield, I like at my 11. I could push Holyfield into my 10 if I really wanted to, but I like him at 11. He lost quite a bit. He lost about 10 times throughout his career. So Holyfield's not bad at 11. Off rip, I like Duran at 10. Like I said, great lightweight campaign. Outside of that, wasn't spectacular at the weight divisions he fought in. Welterweight, you know, he got the Leonard win. Outside of that, not much to really note. At 147, 154, he gets stopped by Hearns. 160, he loses to Hagler. Goes split decision with Barkley. I like Leonard or Duran at 10. Canelo, I'll probably go Canelo over Roy. Canelo's been boxing for 21 years, and I think we really do take that for granted. I'm gonna go Canelo over Roy. Roy had such a bad fall off, and I have to count that to it got to count for something. He spent 10 years being knocked out brutally. He could really be way lower on this list, but I ain't gonna do Roy like that, man. B-Hop over Canelo, I can respect. Lennox, I think I want to switch Lennox and B-Hop. I think Lennox is like the only heavyweight though to beat everybody in an era, right? Maybe Ali, but that's still impressive. We're talking about Muhammad Ali. So yeah, we'll put Lennox at 6, B-Hop at 7. One of my top 5. This is my top 5. You could switch Leonard and Usyk. You could, you know, the Four Kings are great. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm not insanely high on the Four Kings. I don't hold that godlike aura over the Four Kings. They were great fighters, but Alexander Usyk being the greatest cruiserweight of all time, also being the greatest heavyweight over a extended time period, that's an insane feat that I don't think will ever be accomplished ever again in boxing. Alexander Usyk, he's a specimen. That guy's truly special. I like Usyk at my 4, but I'm not mad if you put him 5. My 3-2-1 consensus. Ali, the names on Ali's resume from top to bottom, he probably has the best names. Floyd, 20 plus years of being untouched, and Manny Pacquiao, the 8 divisions, the 5-time lineal champion, the 3-time fighter of the year, the youngest lineal flyweight, the oldest welterweight champion, only 40-year-old welterweight champion, only champion to hold a belt in 4 different decades. Manny Pacquiao's a legend amongst legends. This guy is insane. I think Pacquiao's the greatest fighter of all time, man. But I don't think there's anybody else to add or throw off. I think I like this list. It's probably somebody I did miss that you guys are probably screaming like, yo, Jerry, you forgot that guy. But I think this is a good list, man. I think this is a good list. A lot of you guys are probably going to be vocal in the comments about where I put a lot of guys. So you guys let me know. How do you feel about this list? Where would you move some guys? Who do you think deserves to be off? Who do you think deserves to be on? You guys let me know down in the comments.